So today what we're doing is we got tender springs from Bandit. These are for the RS1. The big ones are for the back, they're 8 inches, and the 5-inch springs are for the front. Last time we were out riding with Wyatt, he was definitely sagging wagon, so I was riding behind him and his radius rods were like this instead of like this at all, and he was just barely even going. So tender springs here. Tender springs are collapsed front and rear. So what I'm wanting to do today is I am going to get a measurement of the front and the rear. Where the tender springs are at now. That's my shop mascot. He looks friendly, but ask anybody, he will literally rip your arm off. The other one wants pets. This one will rip your arm off. We got one of the rear tender springs off. Check this out, guys. Look at the Bandit tender spring compared to, I'll put this down, compared to the stock tender spring. The red tender spring being the stock. This is the Bandit tender spring. Definitely a huge difference. The stock I can push down. The Bandit I cannot. We're spring compressing this today. Some spring compressors that I got from Harbor Freight. If you don't have any, these are actually super nice. Grab some. Definitely helps out in the shop. Around here at Dirt Junkie Nation, we do all of our mechanic work ourselves. We do not take anything to the shop. Everything is done right here in the shop. I wanted to do a comparison on the front springs, give you guys a close-up. Quite a bit difference, but not crazy like the back ones. So I'm gonna throw them on the front shocks and go from there. I think that definitely gonna have to lower it. So I did take it around the yard real quick rip. I didn't put it on camera or anything. I guess it don't count, but it was kind of tippy with it that high, and it's about 15.5 inches to the skid plate in the back underneath the radius rods.
Different. Did he change anything?
Dude, we got tender springs off.
Nice.
What do you think?
It's a lot smoother and it feels taller, just a little bit taller.
You got ground clearance, about 2 more inches.
It's cool.
From Bandit suspension. So, what do you think? Was $250 worth it?
Yes, it was definitely worth it.
Did it change the aspect
yes,
of your whole ride? Seriously?
Yeah, it makes it a lot smoother and you also feel a little taller.
Is it smoother than the shock therapy, or is it, I mean, it's hard to compare because you can't get out of one and get into other, but for being on factory shocks?
Shock therapy is like smoother, like sort of smoother, but Bandit springs do it well too.
Awesome. Well, you have a nice machine here. Your dad must work on it all the time. Well, I think that the Bandit springs were a win.
For sure.
Yeah. 1 thumbs up or 2?
2.
2 thumbs up on the Bandit springs for 250 bucks. Well, we're excited. A lot more ground clearance. So we went from 11 inches of ground clearance on stock clapped out tender springs, front and rear, to 13.5 in the front and 13 in the rear, which set it up really nice for Wyatt's weight. And I think it did a good job.